Time for the one time. Cheers. Open forum, open topic discussion. Yeah, what it is, what's good, what's happening? You know what it is. Yeah, your time is not where it needs to be. You know what it is, man. Ways we're seeing sports back again. To my right, I got Ryan Russell, two-time Bucks winning coach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? DC for life on these streets.
We out here.
You know what I'm saying? We out here. To my left, I got John Gervais.
Don't look up at that.
Coach of the Waldron Tigers. JV team. Leader of the Bird Game Champagne Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Two-time champions.
Two-time champions. On the ones and twos, we got Donald Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? What you call it? WIP fantasy kid. You know what I'm saying? Die-hard Birds fan. You know what I'm saying? He might really bleed green. Like, this one person, he might real life bleed green. He might inject himself with green food coloring.
Just to do.
Please, green.
Cut myself off.
And I'm Ernest Jumbo, your host, man. We thank you. We appreciate you for joining in. You know how we like to spark the show, man. We gonna indulge in a little bit of libation. So we ask that you indulge in a little bit of libation. So this is what we gonna do. Grab whatever libation you love. Thanks, boys. Pour that libation into a red cup. Raise that red cup into the air. One time for the one times.
Cheers. Cheers.
Real quick, before we get this show started, I'm going to need all y'all to list 5 accomplishments that you did last week.
Where we got to go?
We got to
roll. Tough sell, my guy.
That's not cool. That is not cool. You just.
I got a strong 2.
Bro, Chat GPT. I done Chat GPT the shit out of that list. List 5 things I did last week that they can't really track.
Now make it sound more general.
Put it in my voice. Oh man.
Funny.
Oh shit.
Everybody gonna go?
5 accomplishments? I'm heard that. I think it was a joke.
Don was like, I was ready to go because I've done shit. Y'all keep fucking around.
Don said, I've actually been waiting for someone to ask me what I've done. So more do
I do want to take a quick moment. He's supposed to be here, but shout out to not Chris. Shout out to Ian Smith and Tep winning the Public League Championship.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Great showing. Listen, guys. High school basketball is lit.
Yeah, it is.
It's lit, bro. I haven't been to many games since my high school year, move on to college XYZ, but
you was there?
That's a minute.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Zane can say that you haven't seen a game in 30 years.
Oh, it ain't been 30 years.
Since high school?
No, it ain't been 30 years.
I guess
I mean, almost
getting there.
We're on the downside.
Getting there. I'm still about 20, 25.
All right, that's fair.
No,
Yeah.
you ain't. No, he ain't 25.
25.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
When's the last high school basketball you been to, Jerv?
I went to one on Saturday, actually.
It wasn't Prep because Prep lost.
Oh, that was your whole.
No, I had it on the state.
You walked yourself into that one. That was on you. That was on you. He gave you. He opened that door. You was like, "Oh, this is crazy."
I mean, hey, listen, bro.
No, I actually
judge, yo.
I salute the athleticism of these high school athletes because it ain't what I remember. They are legit
Yeah.
It's definitely
athletes.
different.
Like, you know, back in the day when we was in high school, you might have had one or two people that could throw it down. Everybody on the squad is playing above the rim.
That's the food.
Hey, something in the waters. Something in the water.
Something is something. I'll tell you that.
Don, where we starting at?
The NFL.
Starting with the NFL. What's the topic, Don?
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Can we get the list of the Hall of Fame inductees? I didn't ask you for that. That's my fault. He looked at me.
Said I did a lot.
Eric Allen, Jared Allen,
Jared Allen, Antonio Gates,
yeah, wow,
and the other boy.
yeah,
In the other bowl.
You know,
We're not even gonna
in the
put no respect on
geriatric joint.
Yeah, Eric Allen.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what,
Sterling Sharp.
Sterling Sharp.
He called him the geriatric.
You know what I meant to say, what I was trying to say.
How we feel about this Hall of Fame class? I know you're excited as a bird.
yeah. I mean, I'm happy that Eric Allen got in.
Mhm.
Well deserved. I think he should have been in. And I'm not here to debate that. I'm just not.
Why you think he should have been in? No, we're going to debate. We're going to debate it.
I mean,
Even whether we here for it.
I thought he should have been in because I felt like there was a point in his career where he was a top 2, top 3 corner in the NFL, and he was only second to two dudes that are considered the greatest at different points in time were considered the greatest cornerbacks to ever play, whether it be Deion or mainly Darryl Green. Darryl Green was more during Eric Allen's prime. Deion was a little bit later. So Darryl Green, you know what I mean? Like, it was like Darryl Green and him. And I felt like, the Eagles 90 shit. Yeah, that is 90, right? Like 92 defense, whatever that Buddy Ryan era defense. I feel like that's one of the more underrated defenses to ever be in the NFL because of lack of playoff success. I feel like there was a lot of elite talent on there, and I feel like he was
it's one of the greatest defenses ever.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like it's that because that defense didn't win any playoff games. They only had what you call it in the Hall of Fame, Reggie White.
Yeah,
and that's
Minister.
Yeah, and I'm saying like there should be more than just
could offer that run, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Like Eric Allen needed to be in, and then we can debate about the defensive line and my linebackers because I think Seth Joyner should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's another story.
So I agree with you. I think Eric Allen is probably one of the more underrated cornerbacks, and the only reason I'm saying this is because we know Eric Allen, right? We know Eric Allen, but like without this Hall of Fame being the topic, we would have a discussion on the greatest cornerbacks in the NFL. I feel like nobody would mention it.
I would, and that's only because but to your point, I'm only mentioning him because I've been on the boy should be in the Hall of Fame for like a minute type shit, right? So like, but to your point, yes, he'd be one of those dudes that if you name the top whatever dudes from the 90s or the late 80s, whatever it would be, he would be the guy that wouldn't get mentioned, but if someone did mention him, people would go, "Oh yeah, he was nice."
But like you said, it didn't come with the Super Bowl wins. It didn't come with the notoriety. He wasn't flashy, like I say, a Deion was. But you know what's crazy? Is Eric Allen a top 10 cornerback all time?
Probably not. Just because the position has been so
it's been stacked and watered down a bit in terms of how they can perform and like what their skill sets are needed to be. So I think you can look really good doing a lot less than like Deion and them were doing.
Back in the day where it wasn't right. They didn't have no cut Tampa 2s, and you pretty much played cover 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying? They knew what you was lining up. If you was going to strap, you was going to strap, and you had to. Another thing about Eric Allen, you had to tackle.
You had to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got a little bit one could also argue against saying that those DBs got away with a lot more.
They were handsy.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, they had to use that physicality against dudes that were still way bigger than them.
Yeah.
Like in a lot of situations. I mean, like,
How we feel about Jared Allen?
I like it. Jared Allen was a beast.
He cool.
He was a
I'm
beast.
gonna stick with
Jared Allen was a beast.
I'm not gonna go
I'm
there.
not going to say that he probably. Like,
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
statistically, he probably definitely deserves. And I'm probably, if I could go back to that time and relive when he was, dominant, and he didn't spend all those years. I think what was it, KC?
Jared Allen was in Minnesota.
He was in Minnesota before. He was in Minnesota.
That's when he was dominant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he go to KC?
Did he go to KC?
I think he was only in Minnesota.
No, he definitely
only
wasn't
remember
just
him
in
in
Minnesota. But whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
my bad. Damn, why don't we remember him?
He was nice in Kansas City.
I don't remember.
He was nice in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But my point is that he was out in Kansas City, and this is before all the games was on television.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You couldn't just watch anything. I don't know.
Jared Allen had 22 sacks.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's crazy. That's one off the record.
That's
beyond dope. That's not normal.
No, that's dope. I mean, what you want me to say? Like,
I'm just saying. I'm surprising myself when I'm reading somebody say. I know Jared Allen was nice, like you said, but I was on the same ilk as you. Like, he cool.
Yeah, cool. But then, like, you say his numbers, it's like, oh shit. I mean, I guess he did deserve to get that shit. I guess
136 career sacks. That's wild.
Yeah.
In 187 games.
Antonio Gates.
That surprised me.
Not for me.
It's. I guess on the
This is
same
the one I got right.
But I think on the same conversation that we
This is the
were
one I got right. It did surprise me.
we were talking, like you were just saying about Eric Allen, like
Same.
he would have been like forgotten. Like I would have forgot about Antonio Gates.
So what? You all right?
I'm good.
Antonio Gates to me is the same as Eric Allen, right? Very underrated, but in the grand scheme of things, Antonio Gates might be, I'm gonna say, the third best tight end in NFL history. Antonio Gates' numbers are actually better than Shannon Sharp's.
No, but I mean, you just like to say like.
I'm saying, be honest. If you got
calls.
who's your one tight end? For me, it's Tony G.
There's a
part of me wants to say Gronk. To be honest with you,
Okay, he might be top 5. Let me
Like,
back it
I'm
up.
saying,
Gronk's up there.
like
The
Yeah,
Gronk's
part of
way
me
up
wants to
there.
say
Gronk's
Gronk
good.
because like, but then all right, it's either Gronk. So like for me, it's like Gronk, Tony G. All due respect to Gates, like I think Kelce's better than him. I think. Let me think. Shannon Sharp.
Nah, I can't give you Shannon.
I mean that's cool. You don't have to, but I'm gonna still say Shannon
Okay.
because he did all that shit his shit is in a way different era, and he still had numbers.
They played in basically the same era.
Nah, Shannon's a little older than Antonio Gates.
They overlapped. Is what I'm saying.
He got.
But they weren't like the tight end position wasn't.
He was the evolution of the tight end era.
No,
He was the first tight end that was like, well, Shannon did it to a certain extent, but Antonio Gates was catching 12 balls a game.
Yeah, they was
You know what I'm saying?
about the slot. His impact, I would say, is very Hall of Famous because he I'm not gonna say he's the first, but he was the one that made it fly, I guess. But I don't think he maybe 5, maybe I guess.
Real quick thoughts on Sterling Sharp.
Sterling. Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm happy for him.
Sterling was a beast.
Yeah,
He was.
He would have gotten in if he didn't get hurt.
That injury.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
What about Jason Witten?
Over Antonio Gates? Absolutely not.
You said top 5.
And Jason Witten is not over in 20 games.
He's in the top. He's up there.
Who's in the top 5?
Jason Witten's in the top 5.
Who's in the top 5?
That's what I said.
Wait.
Jason Witten's in the top 5.
I'm glad
Because I thought we were about to really move on, and like I didn't.
Because he's not in the top 5. Jason Witten in the top 5? You really believe that? Outside of your bias, you really believe Jason Witten's the top 5 tight end?
Top 10.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue top 10, but if you say top 5, I can't rock with
Top 10.
Any thoughts?
Like
so let's look at real quick because now let's move on. But I do agree it's time to move on. But real quick, the people that didn't get in, real quick thoughts on it: Jari Evans, Rodney Harrison, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Darryl Woodson, and Fred Taylor. Any thoughts? Like
Reggie Wayne shocked me.
Okay. Reggie Wayne is probably the only one for me too.
Yeah, he shocked me.
I think we said it because we all thought he was going. I think we all picked him.
Of course, Eli Manning and Terrell.
That's Eli Manning not making it. Although I agree that he should not be in on the first ballot. I don't even know if it's necessarily think he needs to be in, but I'm not shocked if he gets in. I was shocked that he did not get first ballot, and I'm actually think that that's dope that he didn't. Not on some hating shit, but just more so like, well, that's what's up, man. Like they didn't just say, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, here, just you know what I mean?
I thought it was so loud around him this year that I was like, oh, it's a guarantee.
Eli Manning is actually somebody who probably should not get it.
You think so?
Like he should be a legacy. He should be he should be like fighting for their life at the end of his like he's not a bro. We've all seen Eli Manning play and it was defense that really drove both of those teams to it when he made 2 lucky passes. You know what I'm saying? Like Eli Manning's
defense, he was the year that Plaxico got hurt.
Eli Manning was never top 5 quarterback his entire career.
I'm just saying the year that Plaxico fucked up and shot
his leg.
Eli, I mean, I don't know his numbers, but for that time, I do remember Eli balling at that point.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's not enough for him to be in the Hall. I'm just saying, like,
I feel like he had like 2 complete seasons.
I hated the motherfucker,
that was it.
Eli Manning, like, to me, he was pedestrian. Like he was when I say pedestrian, I'm talking about he was an acceptable quarterback and he gave you moments, but he like.
I feel like that came at the end though.
Maybe.
Like he was yeah.
Nah, where we at?
That's a tough argument too. Like I wouldn't hate it if he doesn't get in either, but I thought he would have got into it. But I mean, we can move on to the next, John. It don't matter.
Eagles decline White House visit.
So,
well, did they or did they?
Well, so there's been the Eagles decline the White House visit. There's been some pushback. I'll let you speak to it. You're probably ready to.
I mean, first and foremost, when we talk about this team, we have to start off by saying the 2-time Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, your current champion Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, Jared, real quick,
King of the Hill.
Real quick.
What you told me
that shit is over.
Oh,
I'm letting you know. Hey. If we calling y'all 2 times, then when you announce my team, we 5 times.
My nigga.
So let's make it. I'm just letting you know.
First of all, get your own flow. How about this? First of all, calm down. Second of all, how about this? King of the Hill.
Cool.
King of the Hill.
That shit ended like 2 weeks ago.
No, it didn't, my nigga. We still on top. Nigga, we are not the King of the Hill. I said,
gone.
Ryan. All I said was 2 times.
Hey,
I don't understand. We're in the off season right now.
Can I ask you a question? That's cool. I'm gonna just ask him. So when the NFL draft happens and they announce the teams, are they just gonna say the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock?
No, you won't get the
so why can I not say it on the podcast?
What I'm talking about? Trash board or like.
Roger, but y'all gonna say the Philadelphia?
You want to bet that?
You want to bet that? You want to bet that?
Do you want it? All right, I bet you.
That's a wild bet. Does Roger?
It's a bet.
Does Roger
announce
the Philadelphia Eagles?
That's who gonna take, or does he say the Philadelphia Eagles is on the clock?
Philadelphia Eagles. Because
he ain't did it for nobody else. So let's go.
He always does it.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Okay, how about
so
this?
The hand is shook, bro.
We didn't do any terms or anything. The hand It's a little test. We can adjust all terms. The person announcing the pick will announce some.
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so that person can do it. Why can't I?
I'm not saying you can't.
Okay, so why you interrupt me when I was about to talk about the topic?
I'm over it. I want you to know that shit is
But
dead.
did we bet that Roger Goodell was going to say it or not?
Well, he took
There you go. Feel good.
You want to get David Akers out there again to
Hey,
shit?
Hey,
Somebody gonna announce they pick is the 5-time Super Bowl winning champions too. Some people from the low.
It's going to be a coked up old head.
Correct. Absolutely.
Talking about some shit.
What you think y'all want to sit out there?
That's fine.
It's gonna be somebody new.
It's
gonna be somebody new. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. The 2-time Super Bowl King of the Hills, Eagle Super Bowl champion Eagles.
Bring Kelce out again.
Apparently had declined. It was supposed to come out earlier saying that they declined the White House visit, and then maybe about like an hour or two ago, depending on where we're at in real life time now, reports came out that that's not true, and that they people are saying that they would be happy to attend. I don't believe none of that shit. I think it's all cap. I think it's all bullshit. I think anybody's gonna say anything right now until I see said people walk up on lawn and stand up there. I'm not believing
to the bus leaves.
Here's the thing: if you tell me some players go and some don't, I can see that happening. And if before y'all, I honestly, truthfully, I don't care.
Yeah.
Cause it's like
It don't make your team worse.
It don't make my team worse.
You didn't listen
because they're still 2-time Super Bowl champions, King of the Hill right now, Ryan. And again, Ryan, I'm not talking to you.
Off season.
Remember, I'm not talking to you. For God's sake, I'm not talking to you.
Start talking to him. He a Dallas bitch. Hey, we might do this.
No,
we gotta do this little bro, man.
This is weak because he
can't be fucking friends on the show.
No,
So you know we can have friends on the show.
All right, so here's what I'm at with it. I agree with Jerry. I think, listen, if you take a locker room, what are we talking about? 52 active players, 65. If you talk the whole roster, coaches, staff, you up to 75.
Somebody voted
for Trump, no matter what you think. But I honestly do believe Jeffrey Lurie is like, fuck that. He tried to play us last time we won the Super Bowl. We not going. You know what I'm saying? Whether however it came out, whether the Eagles said no and then the White House was like, well, we didn't invite you anyway, or the White House didn't invite them to begin with. People with money remember that type shit. So you know what I'm saying? You try to slight me, bro?
You know what I think it's going to be, bro? Because of what you're saying. My bad.
No, you're good.
I think what it is that the reports came out saying that they didn't want to go, right? And then it's like, well, no. If we say we don't want to go, all homie's going to say is you're not invited. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going, and then when he invites us, we're going to say no, we can't go. That's what I really think.
It's just like a stalemate out there.
Be smart.
I know my quarterback will not be.
Listen, I can tell you.
Listen, I think even if it gets split, like I don't think anybody cares. Like I don't even think the locker room cares if like half go and half go.
Let's go to school where I know I'm damn near saying how that like 90% of people voted for that man, dog.
And it's like it don't fucking like it is what it is.
Let's move on, Don.
All right. Does Travis Kelce retire? And if he does or doesn't, should he?
I think
if he does, he did.
Wow.
True. This is
you just walked this. That was kind of question. I don't know if it does. I'm confused now.
Because the question was, if he does retire, should he have retired?
But he did retire.
So here's
should he have the question?
I like how you rephrase it, Don. You back in the mix then. Travis Kelce.
He could go.
I'll just make my answer real quick, then y'all say I don't care. Check.
You care though.
You messing up my whole spiel real quick. But I did. And now you fucking my train of thought. All I was gonna say is I don't care. Check fucking rock.
Yeah, here we go.
Anybody can get it. Y'all can go ahead now. Shit.
I mean, after the way he played in the Super Bowl, probably.
Should he? Is what you're saying? You think he should?
I mean, like, bro, like you play with zero. From my perspective, he played with zero passion. He was just out. He was going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? Like
this whole season looked like that.
Like, and it kind of like this whole season. Like that's what it kind of felt like. So like when you check out, like who said that shit all the time? I can't remember who said it.
No one's playing more football than them.
Oh yeah, I don't dispute that. I know the wear and tear that playing to fucking February every year gives you, right?
Yeah.
It happens. Like, I understand that. But you gotta, like, if you're not mentally there, bro, then check out. Like, you can't half-ass. Listen, football is not basketball. You can't half-ass it. You know what I'm saying? You either gotta go hard or you gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna send you home. That's the reality of the situation. And from what I saw from Travis Kelce this year, you know what I'm saying, was not the Travis Kelce that we've grown to know and love as a football player. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how, and maybe he just needed.
I think he had a shit year.
Maybe that's it.
I think he looked like he was mentally checked out, but I think he's definitely got some. He's got some life left in him, and he can. But I kind of think he's like. I think he's kind of done. I think he's done in Kansas City.
He
could go somewhere else. I don't know if he can or not.
He's not the highest paid tight end in the NFL anymore because he's not playing like it.
I think he could go somewhere else and dominate somewhere else. I think he might need to change the scenery. That's what he looks like to me.
Sometimes you need that.
Like he looked like he's like right now. What I saw from this year, I know he was hurt, banged up a little bit. It looks like he was going through the motions out there with that team, and he might need a jolt.
The crazy part about it is when you lose a Super Bowl, bro, you still get the wear and tear that you did if you won a Super Bowl.
Win that thing when you get there.
And you don't get the win, bro. You don't get the win.
That's the motto I live by. Win that joint when you get there.
Y'all lost a few.
Finish your food.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all lost a few.
Hey, we ain't lose this one.
Cool.
Finish your food, bro.
What's our next topic, Don?
All right, we're gonna move on to the NBA and talk about Anthony Edwards declines to be the face of the NBA.
And Edwards, you got his statement. Can you
can't.
Before you get into your mind, were you able to pull up his how he actually declined what he said?
Yo, do you see the way he was responding to Barack?
First of all, that I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made me mad.
Like
he kind of came off like he had zero respect. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know if I felt like that. I felt like he was just a cocky young boy, like doing his thing.
Yeah,
like, but also
they call him YNs now. That's what.
But he looked like he was being it was regular people having a conversation.
But even LeBron came in and was like, "What?" Like it got weird a little bit. Like
the way I took it, it got awkward because like Obama was like being funny and like kind of like
LeBron, he was
trying to be like jovial about it, but then like everybody else around him like didn't know, wasn't like in on the joke, even though they were there for the joke. Like it was just weird. Like, but then and like doubled down on it in a weird way. So like, I don't know.
You got
I kind of liked this response. I didn't really
just read it.
No, I'm gonna play the.
You gonna play it?
Footage.
Okay.
All right, hit it.
Hit it. I said hit it then.
You mentioned me before.
I wasn't ready.
But now you said you was.
No, that was on me.
No, I'm just saying like right now.
You say it's the truth. Yeah, you go ahead and know. LeBron, listen, are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that, and the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What he said.
You asked him, you tell him the whole context of the situation. You asked him what he think about this young man, and he said, "I'm okay." I said, "I'm the truth."
You gotta have that.
Yeah, that man the truth.
Gotta have those like that.
Can't lie.
On me, okay. So pretty much, Anthony Edwards was asked. I don't know who he was asked by. I can't bring up, but they said, "Yo, the way you're playing, your screen time, XYZ, is looking like you're about to be the face of the NBA. How do you feel about that?" And he pretty much said, "I don't want to be the face of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? All I'm here for is to play for Minnesota and ball out. Facing the NBA, that's what they got Wemby for, pretty much along those lines."
Yeah.
And granted, you turning down, like you're making a public statement at this point by saying things like this, right? Like it's not like
But he was asked a question. It's not
Cool.
like
But he was asked the question.
so he's supposed to, so he didn't make a public statement. He answered a question. He answered it honestly.
In the public.
I feel like there's a better way to answer that question.
Making a public statement is you making you. Excuse me, I have something to say.
Making a public statement, saying anything that a
What,
public
so
receives.
what's he? Because you're really Mr. Old Man on the Lawn today. So
I'm
what's he
not.
supposed to
Why
say?
are you Old Man on the
What's he
Lawn?
supposed to say?
You want me to play?
You got it? Hey man,
We're doing good, but now we back.
Let Don roll.
No,
Play that shit, Don.
No, I was just saying. Ain't no
Call me
Frank
old
on
man
the
on the
show.
law. Fuck what you talking about. I ain't no old man. Nigga.
You just got,
Don,
I
you
don't
gonna play
like
it.
that. I don't
I'm
like
out of here, and I love Ant. You can't run from that, especially when everybody's trying to give you the face.
And when they asked him directly, he was like, "Yo, that's what y'all got Wemby for."
You can say I'm out, but what are you out of? You ain't got no choice but to be who you work to be.
He's rejecting it though.
You can't reject it and then be in 4 to 5 commercials on every. Like you can't do that. You can't say I don't want this and then got Adidas, Sprite.
He's got that it factor, man.
But you can't reject it.
Yeah.
You got to pick a side. This is what comes with being a superstar. This is
That's good. That leads into my argument.
You ready to wear
What,
white?
Jared? Finish the train of thought. Or you forgot where you was at?
I was just asking, like, what do you want him to say?
I want him to be. If you are an NBA player, shouldn't your goal be to be the
No.
face? What? What?
Your goal.
What the fuck, Jared? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay, y'all.
Your
done?
goal
Are
should
y'all
be the
done?
best NBA player.
No, you just changed
That's
your
different.
words.
That is the face of the
No,
NBA.
it's not the face of the
No, it's
NBA.
The
face
best
of the
NBA player is the face of the NBA.
All right, you asked me a question, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. The face of the NBA for however long was LeBron James. Did LeBron James win all the time?
Best player in the NBA.
He was the best player in the NBA, but did he win all
I
the
didn't
time?
ask about winning. I said best player. I didn't say.
You
I didn't
just-
mention winning. I said best
Okay,
player
all
in
right,
the
bro,
NBA.
let me just help you out real quick because you actually just used the words winning, and that's when Ryan stepped in and said something. You don't have to. Your goal is probably to be the best you can be,
The
win
best
some
player.
championship
Yeah,
or
you
whatever,
wanna be
be
the best player.
one of the best players, whatever. Being the face of the NBA is a whole nother responsibility, and I respect them for saying, nah, that's not what I want. Kevin Durant won championships. Kawhi Leonard won championships. Tim Duncan won championships. They were never the face of the NBA,
Because there was another face.
but they still won. So
They didn't turn it down.
They
They
didn't want
didn't.
him.
They
They
also
got-
they
they
also
got
weren't
They didn't get
asked.
out. That's my point.
They weren't asked.
But like
They didn't get out points.
They weren't
They
asked.
weren't the best player in the NBA. You can't be the face if you're not the best.
They asked him a question. He answered it. I'm asking you because I'm calling you old man on the lawn. What do you want him to say? Do you want him to just lie and say, "Hell yeah, I want to be the face of the NBA"? Because once he says that, there's a whole nother level of responsibility that comes his way. And he doesn't want that. He just wants to hoop and get buckets and win.
It's a whole nother level of criticism that comes his way.
It's
That
not
these
just the
current
current
level
level
players
players.
are.
I agree.
It
Criticism is not that.
It is.
No,
the
face
only
of the
thing,
NBA is your
It's not the
face of the
only thing.
NBA is you going to whatever Africa, China, all these places. They ship you here, they ship you there. You got to go.
He already doing that. To the clip. He's already doing it.
Hold up, bro.
He's already all the things you're talking about. He's doing the commercials.
Doing it,
He's
but I
doing
don't
the
think you
USA
have-
team.
Yeah,
He's
but-
doing all that already.
But like, doing it for your
Yeah,
fucking
you don't have to do
sneaker
that.
company and doing it.
The Olympic team was
for a job. I did it for a job.
Just because you make the fucking Olympics does not make you the face of the fucking NBA.
No,
dog.
it don't. But
So
And I want to
you
be on
keep
the
bringing up all
I want
this
to be on the
fucking-
Olympic team. Why the fuck, like to your like? No, I can want to be the best player and never be talked about, never be seen ever again. Like I'm a competitor. I want to be great at my craft. I don't want to have to be the guy that every time something happens with the NBA, they want to come to me about or to be all over the shit that don't have nothing to do with my job. If I got to deal with Adidas because that's what makes me money outside of basketball, that's whatever Adidas needs me to do in that contract. That don't mean I got to do shit else.
Can I ask you a question?
To be the guy of the NBA.
I'm gonna ask you a question because you don't strike me as an old man on the lawn. If they ask Joker, if they ask Jokic, does he? Hold up.
I'm saying,
Does he want to be the face of the NBA? And he would most likely tell you, no.
I'm gonna rip his
I
ass
just
up too. Pause.
All right, bro.
You got it.
For what though? Like I just don't understand.
Got
Like,
it.
Because here's the thing. Don't duck smoke, and that's what. That's
It's not ducking.
and maybe I don't want to
smoke.
be the face of this shitty ass product.
Is Jokic ducking smoke if he says he doesn't want to be the face?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He doesn't want to do all the bullshit that comes along with
You're
it.
already doing it.
Jokic does not do it.
Anthony Edwards is. He's already doing it
because he
He's
has
on
a
the Olympic team. He got the big
Jokic
contract.
is on the Olympic team. He got a big contract.
Keep going.
Keep going.
They all
Keep
they
going.
do it all.
Keep going.
That's
Then
why
why the fuck he not the face?
That's how I said if they asked Joker the same question and he said that same answer, he would get the same response from me, no matter what.
But what I'm saying to you
I just don't feel
is,
like you don't have to do that.
you would not be Ernest Drummond would be the 1% people on the face of this earth that would be saying Jokic is ducking smoke because he doesn't give a fuck about going here. He just wants to go back to his. They applaud this man for not giving two shits about basketball and only caring about his horses. They applaud that, right? His lack of not giving a fuck about anything other than whatever. They applaud that. But now Anthony Edwards answers the question,
bro,
and now he's ducking smoke.
Kobe was the most singular.
Everybody not Kobe, dog.
Wait, let me finish.
Which goes to your Chandler Fry shit. You're doing exactly what Chandler Fry said.
not.
You're comparing this nigga.
Because this is why I got nothing else to compare it to. What are you talking about?
But
no, it ain't no sense, bro. I'm talking about
just watch how he changes his whole perspective.
No,
when he
I'm
talks
not.
Chandler Fry.
You talking about. All right, bro. You saying so? Who is the face? So nobody has to take. This is why the NBA product sucks. This is why. Because now nobody had to take. Nobody had to take responsibility.
It's not that
nobody has to take the lead.
No, it's not that no one has to take the lead.
I don't have to.
We are at a weird. Well, if I'll answer your question, we're at a weird phase, and I can understand your frustration, Mr. Drummond, because you've never seen this happen. We've never been in this space before.
We've never.
Okay,
Never.
we don't have right now. We're looking for the next guy to step up and be LeBron, Kobe, Mike, or whomever. We're looking for that guy. He's not saying I don't want to destroy everybody. He wasn't saying, yo, if we do the 1v1, I'm ducking smoke and I ain't trying to play nobody. No, he's saying, yo, you know what? I see all that corporate bullshit that these motherfuckers do. I'm not built for that. I can't. You see how he is when
I'm about to say I don't think we want Anthony Edwards to do that.
He just got
shit.
on this man for how he talked to President Obama. He's telling you I'm not mature enough to do that shit, nigga. And I'm going to tell you, no, I can't. And all you're going to do is, oh, see, that's what's wrong with this little nigga. He ducking smoke. Fuck out of here. You're old man on the lawn.
You call it what you want. I'm talking about young niggas.
On the lawn.
We're talking about young niggas. So you can call it old man on the lawn you want. We talk about these young niggas.
Ain't no way in the world. He wouldn't even be able to do it. And I think he was real with himself in that moment. He's not
for no. Like, hey, you know what?
I know my
Playing
limitations.
that game ain't my shit. I'm not fucking with that, bro. I'm not ready for that. Now ask him in 2 years. Maybe in 2 years his answer's different. But at age 24, wherever he's at right now, 23. No, nigga, I'm not trying to do this.
He's not ready.
To Don's point, there's better ways to answer the fucking question. Then, if that's the case, then if that's what you're going, nigga,
Okay,
I'm
which is
mature.
why I originally
growing.
asked you.
I'm going to
What do
build.
you want him to say?
Now this is thank you, Don, for your absolute perfect way of getting Ern to get here, which is why I asked you originally. What do you want him to say?
I want him to say, "Yo,
Yes.
I would love to be the face of the NBA. I'm right now focused on maturing and growing as a basketball player, growing my game to the point where I can dominate, bro. Here's the thing, bro."
Wait, hold on.
Long fucking.
Hold on.
Bro.
But what he said was that, and then picked up his
said, I
city.
just want to play for Minnesota,
The team that he plays for.
Soft.
The city that he that loves him,
And I love
he loves
Anthony
back.
Edwards. Everything's about the guy. This is the crazy part about it.
You just
Bro. Here's the thing. I like statements. Here's the thing.
My man did a movie. Maybe he didn't like that part of it. He was like, you know what?
He got paid. He enjoyed the money from
But now he said,
he enjoyed the money from
but
it.
I don't like all this.
He enjoyed the money from it.
Tell me,
Bro,
You're supposed to enjoy the money when this is
yo, who is this man?
I like alpha dogs, bro. Here's the thing. And listen.
So he's not an alpha dog because he don't want to be.
Oh, he definitely alpha.
So what?
Wait. No. I'm not going to disrespect him to that regard. But I like statements. Pause. Like, and I'm gonna take.
You can like a statement. That's
I'm gonna take the foot. I'm gonna switch it to football. Right. A lot of people hated Dak Prescott's comments. Right. That's what I want from a player. A lot of people hated AJ Brown's comments after he won the Super Bowl when he said, "Yo, Super Bowl was cool and everything like that. I ain't worried about this shit. I'm trying to dominate motherfuckers." That's what he said. People was like, "Oh, he telling you right now what he want to. I want to be the best wide receiver in the league. That's what I like."
But he doesn't want to be the face of the NFL.
So I promise you, as AJ Brown, you want to be the face.
He would be a terrible face of the NFL.
It don't matter if you
So
think
to bring
if
it
you
full
think
circle, Anthony Edwards said, "Yo, I just want to dominate and play ball, yo. Like I ain't really trying."
And
to
I
do
love
all
my
this
city.
shit."
And I love my city.
He just didn't say. He didn't say it how you want.
That's what I'm saying. Like he said the exact same
Now
shit.
you got a little tiff with him.
It's weak when you
got
say
a little tiff with it.
no, when you turn down something, a league that needs a face.
He don't have.
Yo,
there's only one Martin Luther King.
Dog.
There's like everybody else was
not NBA.
everybody else who was doing all the activist stuff that was behind them was working real hard. But there was only one. There was only one.
It was another.
But it was another dude.
Malcolm X.
But it was another dude back there who wanted to work just as hard, but didn't want to be on the cover of Time magazine.
Who's that?
We don't know him.
Malcolm was
But Martin do that shit by himself.
First of all, we not going.
Come on, dog.
Black History Month.
That's why I brought it. That's why I'm bringing it up. BHM. We're talking about other black people. We're only talking black people.
That's not.
I would never, because he's not the face of shit.
Clearly, but he could be.
No, I was comparing him to the boy that stood behind Martin on the Time magazine cover, whose face is blurry. The blurry face dude in the back, left. Bottom corner.
You being disrespectful.
No, I'm not. Because that dude was out here working hard.
The problem when you come back from a vacation, you lose all sense of self.
I didn't lose sense of nobody.
You don't even know who he is right now.
The boy
talking about Martin Luther King, some blurry face. Boy, we talking about basketball.
The blurry face boy is Anthony Edwards.
I'm done with you, cuz. What's our next topic, Don?
He's Anthony Edwards.
Next topic is nostalgia sabotaging the NBA?
I don't know, old man Crockett.
I'm old man on lawn. I'm gonna let y'all go first. Old man on lawn. Jerry, fuck you for that comment. That's a terrible statement. You older than me. What are you talking about?
You got the old man on the lawn.
I'm an old man on the lawn because I like history.
He said you out of touch.
Jerv.
You out of touch. That's what you said. You out of touch.
Jerv. How about that?
I haven't said a fucking word. It's been these two motherfuckers gassing this shit up. But you are old man on the lawn, bro.
He gassed it up. We gonna say it again.
This is old man on the lawn.
But I gassed it. And you just gonna say it again.
I want my players to be alpha dogs.
Who don't want? Time out, Don. Don't do this. Don't you do this? Please don't.
Repeat what you said.
I did.
Just tell it how it is, bro. You just want your athletes to shut up and dribble.
I actually don't want to shut up and dribble.
You wanted him.
I actually don't want to. I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk. Bro, I love players like Kevin. Bro, he ain't on the court and nothing but talk.
Talk shit.
Yeah, talk that shit.
Talk on the spray commercial, not so much.
All right, we moving on. We've moved on, and we brought it back to another topic.
Nostalgia sabotaging the NBA.
In terms
Jerv,
of our thoughts, go ahead.
I mean, I don't.
Do you wait? I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I do want to read. Were you able to get Channing Frye's comments on this topic? Because this was spurred the topic.
Oh.
So I just want to give people a historical background of where we coming from with this.
Well, I mean,
this wasn't an original thought from us, although we will take credit for it because we don't give a fuck. Fuck Channing Frye. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're the face of Wings Whiskey and Sports.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I have no problem being
listen, nobody gonna duck from that shit, you know what I'm saying?
And it's me. Because I am a face. I'm not blurry in the background. We're out here to give me a light and everything.
You should be blurry.
Got me a light.
If you don't have it, Don, it's all right. But it's essentially, cool. Channing Frye was on the podcast, and he said the problem. So there's a lot of issues. Like everybody's right now pushing. What's the problem with the NBA? You know what I'm saying? All-Star Weekend was ass. XYZ. Certain players doing this. Some people, LeBron's not leading properly. There's a lot of arguments. Channing Frye said the problem with the NBA is nostalgia. Motherfuckers refuse to stop living in the appreciate the game for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to compare XYZ to XYZ is what he said. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate the game for what it is and move forward and appreciate the people that are playing current right now. Snap notes. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, and then he also said he said that he basically seemed like we romanticize the past, basically saying he said that Michael Jordan didn't play basketball for a couple of years. He left his team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said people act like Kobe didn't have
when he was injured.
Like he didn't play bad in that game 7
when he stopped shooting.
Yeah, that joint. So like I do think that but that's the nature of. I get what Channing Frye is saying, but like that's literally the nature of like life. You know what I mean? Like we, and if we stop having elders, you know, no matter how much older someone is, we stop having elders talk about things that people did, and respectfully understanding that there will always be a little gassing, you know, to a.
Would you want to go or you ready?
I just found it.
Oh.
There was a bunch of them.
It's all right, Don.
My man Don always seems to find it when I'm. It's the same shit that happened with the last one.
I should have asked. Right? Like I said, I should have asked for these clips beforehand. It's my fault.
Well, I mean, when I hear audio start to be played, I get quiet.
You played, he said.
Like my nigga.
You gotta fight through it.
Or I can shut the fuck up because you're playing the audio that we want.
We're a team right now. Come on, man.
My thing is like.
No, let Jerry ain't even finish.
Oh, no, my bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like he lost his.
Yeah, the second time I lost the mojo.
The mojo was gone. I was thinking like, new people aren't arguing this fact. Like younger people aren't arguing this fact. So I don't know if we're like romanticizing the past so much as is like this is what basketball should be, because I think 99% of people are saying that the product that we have is garbage. There's no younger generation fighting for this brand of basketball.
No, there is.
They're playing it this way because it's the only way they see it.
We are losing by 50 points.
There's no fight. There's nobody fighting for this brand of basketball to continue being played right now or in the NBA period. So like, I don't think it fucking. What the fuck? What was that? Nah, man.
Where the fuck is Ben Simmons?
That looks like something McKenzie does.
So like, it's just there's. I think the argument is that we just want better basketball, and like I don't think it has anything to do with the past. It may be what we saw recently, like you know what I mean, like not so far in the distance. We're not looking for the fucking 80s and early 90s. Like we're looking for the early 2000s basketball that we saw. Like we could take that. Like we're not. The statement of nostalgia, I think, sounds too old and discounts like recent history where basketball, where the product was good, competitive, entertaining.
Now, let me get some next. I get the point. I get the point. But here's the part about the point where
he's messed himself. He seems to have messed himself. What? All you heard is. I was like, damn. Come on.
Like a football figure.
Here's the part about the point where I disagree, right? You only hate his.
You got to baby.
Damn, you're not going to wipe it up, bro.
No, what do we look like?
We're a team.
I'm not wiping up your mess.
We're a team.
I can see if it was over here. That shit right in front of me. Don't get mad at me because you messed yourself. Get it, Sealy.
Here, people hate history.
Wipe that up.
People hate history. Guys, I'm talking right now.
During Black History Month, he asked you to clean up after
BHM. You light skin. Did it.
Yo, my man said, yo, I know it's Black History Month, but yo, go clean it up for me real quick. It's not allowed in the house. House can't clean up the inside.
We're not gonna be light up Black History. That's what y'all doing right now, and I don't like it.
Oh, Jesus, it's a fire.
It's BHM, cuz. Lock in.
You
Settle yourself.
You lock in Fumble McGraw.
I fumbled, but he was on. He was talking about silly and all the other. Like,
You better hold on to that cup.
That's all for it.
Whole mess ain't gonna like that.
Ain't gonna like it still.
You wrong, right?
So here we at.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I think people hate history when they feel like they fall short, right? So when I'm saying like the nostalgia argument is weak because comparison is the nature of sports, right?
Yeah.
Like we always gonna compare somebody to somebody else. He did this, XY did this, right? He didn't do this, he didn't. That's the nature of sports. So to say that that's killing sports is a weird statement to me, right? You should, when you get to the NBA, granted, you 5-6 years in, maybe different. Maybe you just about to check like Paul George, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just about to check, you know what I'm saying, XYZ. But when you first get here, you should be chasing
The
greats. That's your goal. That should be your goal.
Hold on. Can I counter you real quick?
Yeah, you can counter me.
I think your first I think what happens when you get to the NBA is you get a reality check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your reality check will let you know quickly whether you are a person that should be out here trying to go for greatness,
that's what I'm saying.
or if you're a person that should be out here that should be just good.
But that's what I'm saying. I said
checks.
when you first get here, all without being humble, your goal should be like, I'm going to be that guy, right? No,
because
you think some people
so
come in.
I think
like,
okay. I'll add a word to what you're saying, which is I'm going to be that guy in my role.
Okay, cool. Even that. Like if I'm Tyler Hero, I'm like, yo, I want to
like George Niang did not get drafted and say, yo, you know what? Yo, I'm about to be the fucking next Michael Jordan in this bitch. Like George Niang probably said, yo, you know what? I'm about to be a good
happy to be here.
No, not happy to be here, but like a Patrick Beverly. Yo, okay. I'm going to be
Patrick Beverly got off. So that's the wrong knowledge. Because
it's the greatest.
When he came in the league, he said I was a top 5 point guard in this NBA. And he was 100%.
But he had to come in when he came into the NBA. He had to understand his role. He had to understand how he could potentially be a top 5 point guard in the NBA. Right. And his top 5 point guard in the NBA wasn't going to be because he was going to be out here trying to get 30. His top 5 point guard would be because he's out here playing great defense, distributing the basketball and stuff like that. So it's like knowing your role.
I get your point, Jared. I'm saying you're saying everybody don't come in with Kobe and Michael aspirations. When I say you chase GOATs, whatever that goal may be, like I said, the example I want to give is like if I'm Tyler Hero, I want to be the best 3-point shooter. Like that's all I got. I can be better than Steph. I shoot at a 66. What are you shooting at? A 56% clip right now. Like he can chase a great. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm saying. So when I look at it like that. Nostalgia shouldn't kill you. Nostalgia should drive you because fans should not be.
But these young boys don't.
Let me, I'm gonna get to you. But fans should not be better historians of the sports than players should be. One thing that every NBA player used to say when they used to come in the league is, "I'm a historian of the sport, right? Like I'm a student of the game, right? That's what they say." So why is that not true anymore?
But it's not just the NBA though.
We talking about the NBA. The crazy thing is, I don't think that statement even holds water in the NFL. Like we take it to another sport or NHL. I think when players come in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, they like, no, why can't I be the GOAT? I don't think they had the same mentality NBA players do.
So what I'm trying to say is that like the younger, whatever the generation is, whatever the year that you want to say that it starts at, they don't particularly, the way they've been wired, they don't really particularly care about the stuff that's happened before, right or wrong, most likely wrong, but they don't care about those.
When did that start though, Drew?
I mean, I don't make that type of money. That's not what I don't know the answer to that one. But there was a line, right? Eventually crossed it. And they don't care about that stuff anymore. They care about what's
what's right now, the instant gratification, the instant bag, or the whatever the case that may be. They don't care about going to, their grandfather's house and hearing their grandfather tell them about what Michael Jordan did in the garden and game, whatever.
If you play in the NBA, your grandfather should not have to tell you what Michael Jordan.
My G, I didn't.
I hear you. I'm just using.
I'm not like.
No, I'm agreeing with you though.
But that's not true.
I am saying
that's not true though.
What
bro.
I'm saying
just
is
because you
play in the NBA.
Just
you
because
should
you
not
play
know
in the
what
league.
Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and LeBron
You think you should?
No, you should.
You think you should, but there are, believe it or not, there are people that wake up and are just fucking gifted. They're just athletic. And someone says, yo, you're athletic. Here, shoot this, do that. That's why you hear that such and such didn't fucking start playing basketball or know about basketball to this particular age, and now they just watched film of Dr. J. That's like saying, yo, if I'm trying to be the greatest dunker of all time, I should know who Connie Hawkins and all those guys are.
You should know.
Yeah, bro. Ask any young boy. They don't know. That's why I use the word Connie Hawkins.
They're not the greatest dunkers though.
I'm not.
Once you get to that,
doesn't matter. They have no idea who that is.
But it's still the history of the game is my point.
Bro, here's the thing. Once you get to that level of aspiration where you say, yo, I've hit and I'm about to elevate, you have to learn what came before. One thing we always like, yeah, you do. Because if you don't,
you like making old fashions, right?
Huh?
You like making old fashions, right? All right. So there's an old fashioned contest. You say you won the old fashioned contest. Now you think you big shit, Mr. Old Fashioned. You about to do your thing.
Yeah.
You about to Should I challenge you if you don't know the history of the first person to make the old fashioned, or if I should?
You should.
Why? Like, what if you just, my nigga,
are really good?
What if one day you was just in the bar? You said, didn't know what the fuck you were doing. You said, I'm going to mix this and mix this. Ryan comes downstairs and says, this shit good as shit. What you mix? And you show him. He's like, oh, that's an old fashioned.
What nigga has played sports and been really good and just dismantle history? It was like, I don't know.
I didn't dismantle history. I studied my part of the game.
Cool. I don't give a fuck what part you studied. You studied.
But I didn't have
whether it's wide receiver or point guard or fucking.
But I didn't have to study Charles Barkley to be good at.
I'm not saying you need to know every single thing. But there are
I get what you're saying.
There are points that you need to understand, bro. You come into the NFL, right? If you don't know, if a college player came to the NFL and said, I don't know who the fuck Tom Brady is right now, then don't draft that motherfucker, because he clearly don't give a fuck about this game.
I'm not following you, because what if this
100% honest.
Okay, hey, didn't say you're not being honest, but if this motherfucker's a freak athlete, I don't give a fuck that he doesn't know about Tom Brady.
Cool. He don't got to drive. How to play. He don't got to drive.
Why doesn't he have to drive?
He don't got to drive.
You are old man.
You call it whatever you want.
I am.
You call it
so
whatever
he
you
throwing
want.
to the top of the stadium from
no, because he doesn't know.
With fucking accuracy,
he doesn't know who Brett Favre is.
Y'all can't. Brett Favre. I ain't talking about Brett Favre.
He's just older than Tom Brady.
I'm saying. There's a level of knowledge you should know, and there's a level of knowledge that should drive.
That's your thought, your opinion.
Name one great NFL player that said I didn't know who the fuck Tom Brady was. You can't because it don't exist.
Time out. Calm down.
It don't exist.
We're older, and I don't want you to blow gas.
That's kind of new though.
But it's a dumb hypothetical, Ryan. Because here you go. I'll play your game. And you can't prove me wrong.
I can.
Here you go. You said name a great. A great player that doesn't know who Tom Brady is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna Google this person and Tom Brady, and I promise you, they all got a statement about Tom Brady. So let's do it. Let's do the fucking exercise, Jerv. Let's do the fucking exercise, Jerv. But after Tom Brady, not before. After. Name one player who didn't have a statement about fucking Tom Brady.
Well, that's unfair because
Tom Brady just retired. It's the fact of the matter.
It wouldn't be Tom Brady. It would have to be like Joe Montana.
Okay, well, give me a player after Joe Montana who don't know who the fuck Joe Montana is.
I can tell you this. I can bet you this. There's a motherfucking rookie in the NFL that probably got some front.
I'm gonna ask you about a random rookie that got front.
I'm asking you about neighbors. I put my money in. Here you go. Find
don't know about Tom Brady.
No, Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Find it.
Malik
You said Mr. Google. Google the shit. And if you don't find it, I'm right.
You're right.
You don't know Doug Williams.
Because I'd be proving that you don't see the shit, so I must be right. Because if it was true, it'd be out there, right?
No.
Oh, now no. The nigga makes up the rules.
Malik Neighbors catches passes from Tom Brady and
Joe Montana.
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Oh, and Joe Montana.
Let me go.
This nigga been caught. Malik Neighbors is catching passes from Joe Montana, and we ain't seen the footage yet.
I said Tom Brady.
We said Joe Montana. We said we had to go back farther because
these niggas are on a 12-2 run and still down 40. We're also almost at 9:30, so we might not need to do this. We might need to just go to the.
Yeah, what's the next topic? Was that the last
What's
topic?
the next topic, Don?
The next topic is NBA. What should the Sixers do about Joel Embiid?
This nigga's really googling.
Shoot him.
Huh?
Shoot him in the leg. Put him out the pasture. Figurative.
That's wild.
Figurative. Put him out the pasture.
Tell me, all athletes are slaves to you. Shoot him out the leg.
Well, eyes don't see him working too much no more, boss. So.
No, it ain't mine. I was showing you it's not mine.
Eyes don't see him working too hard.
Jerry about to owe me some money. Oh, we ain't bet no money, but
how am I about it? He hasn't found shit.
I definitely found it. Malik Neighbors' comments on his quarterback. I'm not asking for Joe Montana right now. I'm just asking for a competent quarterback. Give me the ball.
What website?
This is Fox. Well, let's move on, bro. Let's move on. What's our next topic?
Have you heard about him?
Joel Embiid.
All right, here we're just where we haven't been contentious yet. We're friends, but I feel like we're gonna keep contentious on this.
Nah, you old today.
I'm not. You call me old?
I'm really fucking with you today. You my man.
You my man. I love you to death.
Love you to death.
Love you to death, bro.
Love you to death. But I ain't really fucking with you today.
It's time to get rid of Joel.
I said it's time to put him out the pasture.
Yeah. Actually, it might be. Listen, if I'm Joel Embiid, I'm considering retirement, bro. I've watched.
That's the only way.
Can I ask you a question? Because that's the dumbest shit.
No. I'm saying
why if you're
for
Joel
him.
Embiid,
Joel's not.
Oh no, it's definitely not. It's you're 100% right, Jerry. What you about to say is 100% right.
Yeah. So why would you even make that?
I'm saying.
You said if I'm Joel Embiid,
I'm considering it.
Why? I lose all 300 million or whatever is left if I consider.
No.
Ryan, are you
Financially, you talking about financially?
Go, though.
I'm talking about. And I will
physically.
never play again and not retire because I'm getting my fucking 300 million. Like I'm not doing
That's
that.
why I said it was. That's why I said it was a butte argument because I know I hear what your argument is. I agree.
It's not an argument.
No, I hear your point.
Okay,
and I agree with it.
Oh,
he would
right.
never do it. But I'm saying
you wouldn't do it.
Nobody. No. Nobody.
Like, why
But I'm saying. What I'm saying is.
But time out. This is my issue with shit. We make statements of bogus shit saying what niggas should do that we would literally not do if it was ourselves. So why even make the fucking bogus statement?
But if here's the thing. No, it's a conversation. So
it's dumb.
Let me explain. It is dumb. But also, if it's about basketball, if it's about playing basketball, he don't got it no more, bro.
Cool. I'm still gonna
collect that. I'm gonna collect my money. I get it. I get that. I don't dispute that. Sure, you get no argument from me on that.
Because I don't.
They can't do shit.
Yeah, they can.
They can fire whoever gave him a 2-year extension.
Well, yeah, I think he's out
2 years early.
I think he's out the door.
No, my nigga, this is how the fucking NBA works. Where he got at, you had to do it. You had to react. That's how the NBA.
That's what I'm saying.
Maury's fired after this year.
It didn't go right.
Maury's fired after this year.
I'm not saying that that's not accurate. What I'm saying, I understand the statement that was made, whether it was you or Ern, that said that they gave it to him 2 years early, and I'm saying that he was going. That's if you look.
You can't take the risk of him walking out the door.
It's not even it's not even just. I mean, yes, all that too, but like literally, when he got his extension, is literally the same exact year or two that before his extension actually expired that every NBA star that's a fucking MVP gets. Yeah. Like nothing was out of character.
I'm mad at the extension. Not mad at the extension.
No, I mean it wasn't.
I will say this. It is time for the Sixers to figure a stark reality that process failed. Move on. right?
Let's move on. Shut him down this year
because Joel Embiid is not at a level.
Can we move on from him?
Wait. After this year, everything's playing better than
my nigga. You move on from this nigga.
You gonna eat?
You fuck what you eat. You have to take back money that matches the motherfucking contract. So there ain't like it's a bunch of 1-year deals out here that's gonna add up to the shit, right? Yeah. So all this like niggas be talking.
I didn't realize that.
Everyone talks. I thought we had worst trades that have happened.
I thought we had. I thought we had an out. It's a hard sell.
What I'm saying with Jerry, I agree with you. It's a hard sell. But there's been bigger athletes that we got out of contracts. And when I say this, I love Joel Embiid as a player that I know him to be. I just don't think he'll ever be that.
And I'm not even. First of all, my G, the bigger athletes, like we can't compare any other trades that have happened. Blah 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 that we've seen.
About the money, you can.
We can't because we've never seen this money traded at this early of a phase in this type of situation. We live in a fucking world where everybody wants everything to just be work instantly. Just shut the motherfucker down. Shut Paul George down. Let them get clean surgeries or whatever they have to get right now. Allow them to get a head start on whatever the 6 to 8 month recovery that shit takes. I don't know. I'm just making a number up, right? You already have the 6th pick in the draft, right? Like you're in position to get a lottery pick.
You got to tank more because no.
Hold on, I got bro.
I'm gonna ask you a question because I don't know. 6, they lose 6. They 5 and under. They
top 6. It's top 6 protected.
I thought it was top 5.
It's top 6 protected.
Okay. So if they win games by half.
So hear me out. Let me continue, please, because I looked at this already. They're literally one game ahead of the team in 5th, and they're 3 games ahead of. Well, before this game ends, I don't know what it'll be, but the 3 games behind the team that's in like 3rd. Mm-hmm. Like so, by shutting Joel Embiid down. By shutting Paul George down, which will eventually lead to Maxey probably getting.
Why are they shutting Paul George down?
The motherfucking
because he trash?
No, nigga. Okay.
He's not even hurt. He's not even hurt. I'm confused, Jared. I'm gonna ask the question, bro. I'm
gonna answer your question, and I'm gonna answer it so that we don't argue.
Okay.
So I'm not saying he's not cooked because I can see that he's not the same player, but this is a man that had a fucking crazy ass injury at the start of the season where if we want to be real, you looked at the injury and you said, oh, that shit looks nasty. He might be done. He misses a couple games. Yeah. Clearly he hasn't bounced back from that shit. So I need to have them both be shut down. I need to be able to see with my own 2 eyes if they have surgery, if they can get help, if there's any their trade value is not going to go any fucking lower. Yeah. Joel Embiid's could potentially go lower. Paul George's won't go lower. And truth be told, Joel Embiid's trade value probably can't go lower than it is right now because contractual wise, you got to get something for him. So my point is, let them shut down. Let them get healthy. Let the team suck even more. To your point, increase the chances of getting a higher pick because you don't want to just be 6. You want to get in that top 3, and they're only about 5 games away from being in the top 3. You let all that happen, and then next year you come back. Even if they don't get a top pick, you come back with a potentially healthy Joel Embiid. You come back with a potential healthy Paul George. You come back with Jared McCain, who niggas forget we lost the person that was going to win Rookie of the fucking year. Right. He gets to come back. Maxey gets to come back stronger or whatever the fuck the case may be, and you at least allow this team 25 games to at least see if something, and if it looks like this next year, then bro, you sell pennies on a dollar. Cool.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if people know this, but what Joel is suffering with his knee is lack of cartilage.
It's degenerative. It don't get better.
There's you don't come back from that. The only way to improve that is a knee replacement. And they telling him what they telling me. You too young because even knee replacements don't have a time expectancy. So they only last 20 years. So if he is
what's your word, expiration date?
Yeah, they got an expiration. Okay. They wear out, they break down. So if he's in his 30s, he would have to get another one. He can afford to get it. He'll be able to do it. But when you get that age, you don't bounce back from surgeries.
So yeah, no. So just to clarify, like, what I'm not saying that he gets a surgery and like everything is healed. But there's
saying what it looks like.
We've known about the knee, the lack of cartilage not being in his knee for a couple of years now, right? And this is something that everyone is within the organization, I would imagine, is prepared for and so forth. So I'm going to imagine that whatever surgeries he have, it has nothing to do with the cart. That shit's something he's just going to have to deal with. Yeah. You're absolutely right? So, and if we can know that, whoever's going to try to trade for him also knows that.
What I'm saying is no cart. He's probably at the point where there's no cartilage. He can't play.
No,
it's going to be hard to just walk up steps.
Okay.
Let me throw this one at you, Jerv.
But everybody,
Sixers
everybody knows that in the
top
league. So
3 pick.
Yeah,
you're going down, maybe.
You could move from 3 to 1. Get Cooper Flag if you put in Joel Embiid trade. Now I know you say this contract. I get the.
I mean,
but would you do that? It's a yes or no for me.
It's not yes or no to me.
It is.
No, it's not.
You elaborate.
No, it's not, bro. Let me just. It's quick. Why I'm gonna say why it's not yes or no, because this is exactly what you just did 2 seconds ago. Where I'm like, I'm not answering something that literally can't happen.
It can happen.
It can't happen because of the contract situation, dog. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, you just said. Don't worry about. I know you're gonna say something about it, bro. It's not possible.
Here's the thing.
Ryan, it's not possible.
Here's the thing, Jerv. I understand.
NBA trade machine and make it happen.
Jerv, I understand. Jerv. I understand how you feel about contracts and money. Well, let me stop. Let me get into it. But I'm telling you now, sports. You can trade that shit don't exist.
Ryan,
Ryan, bro, I've seen more.
I don't give.
It don't exist.
Nigga, you just said 2 minutes ago I'm older than you, so everything you fucking saw, I saw also.
That shit don't exist.
And what I'm telling you
that
is,
shit don't exist.
I hear you, my nigga. Pull up NBA trade machine right now. Pull up Joel Embiid's contract and make a deal happen. Is what I'm telling you to do.
I promise you I can do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it after the. After the podcast.
Now everybody.
We don't got time.
We got time.
No, we
got time. My nigga. We got time.
Financial commitments
can be this right here.
Financial commitments don't exist in professional
They
sports.
exist when they
don't. They only exist when niggas want them to exist. My nigga, when niggas want to expect.
I'll give you that in the NFL. You are absolutely correct.
In the NBA, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Niggas said they couldn't trade Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler just got fucking traded.
My nigga.
Niggas just for nothing, for pennies on the dollar. They said they couldn't trade him because of his financial commitment to Miami. That's what they said. The same thing you said. The nigga got traded for pennies on the fucking dollar.
You done?
It don't matter.
Done? I'm done. I'll respond to you. Because he wasn't traded for fucking pennies on a dollar. Andrew Wiggins got a fucking max contract, nigga. So that fucking money was that contract. He got a max contract for what he was allowed to get. For what he was allowed to get at the time. He didn't
have what Jimmy Butler had.
So what I'm saying is
it didn't match, Jerv. It didn't.
Hear me out.
You can't argue.
That's why multiple people were in the fucking deal and multiple teams.
So you just made my point. You just made my point. They make shit work when they want shit to work.
I'm trying to see if I can make it.
Ryan.
What's the next topic?
What I'm saying to the motherfucker. No, fuck that. What I'm saying to the motherfucker is.
Yo, you upset?
What I'm saying to the bro. What I'm saying to the motherfucker is. What I'm saying to the motherfucker is that regardless of whatever team he wants to get up there, there has to be another team that is able to take on his fucking.
And there is.
Make it happen. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know who it is.
I got $20. You make the number one team right now.
Know who it is.
Right now.
Now, what's our next topic?
All right, moving on. You know everything else.
We gonna run it back. I don't back. I'm not Anthony Edwards. I don't back there from
next topic. Next topic.
Bro, all down. Next topic is Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, nigga.
Shit, Sixers might as well call the fucking Spurs up.
Might as well.
Actually, contracts don't matter.
Who would do that though?
We'll take knees for shoulders.
Niggas make hypothetical shits and then get mad at me because I don't want to play the hypothetical.
We're going to trade you our shoulder problem
for degeneracy problem. Victor Wembanyama will be back. Joel Embiid probably won't. Here's the thing. I love Jerv. I love Joel Embiid. He ain't the bro. He's at a point where it's gotten to a point where it's like you gotta figure out a way. You gotta figure out a way. And here's why Daryl Morey gets fired, because he won't be able to figure.
He went to the next time with Victor Wembanyama.
Oh no, he's done. I mean, I don't know what to say. A great player.
Let's come up with a hypothetical. Hypothetically,
you're not trading.
Hypothetically, he gets a shoulder replacement.
You're not. And then he's not trading. You the Spurs.
Elon Musk comes up with a Tesla.
First of all, the Spurs' biggest problem was they signed Chris Paul. That's where they fucked up money is. But now they got the Aaron Fox, so they back. Let Victor Wembanyama, we'll be honest, you run that back. That's something you run back. You run that back.
He's young.
Wemby don't look.
And it's a pulmonary embolism. I mean, that's not a pulmonary.
It's a blood thyroid. They actually tanking low key. He can play through this shit.
Yeah, he probably couldn't play.
Yeah, he played in the All-Star game with it.
That shit'll stop your heart.
He played in the All-Star game with it.
I love you to death, and I believe every fucking thing you were saying about everything you've been through. But what you do not have is the fucking financial billionaire at all willing to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing about your heart, your determination, but you ain't also don't have these freak genetics that these
they said we in this offering for Cooper Flag.
I got a
we in Cooper Flag
and the Super Bowl like fucking Cam Jurgens,
or Nolan Smith,
with a torn bicep.
It's different level of money. But if they get if the Spurs get another player, if they find a way to get in the lottery. And accidentally
get in the lottery.
I don't know if they're gonna stick. I think they. Well, yeah, you're right. They're already in the lottery. But if they let's say they get a way to get Cooper Flag. You got Flag, Wembanyama.
They won't get Cooper. They'll end up getting like Ace Bailey or some shit like that. Like whatever, the Harper kid or whatever.
Flag's going one.
What's I'm saying? Like,
what's the lottery? You have a chance to get one. That's my point. It's not the NFL.
Yeah. No,
it's not the NFL.
Saying, like, I don't think
the Sixers in the top 6 right now.
Shit. After tonight's loss, they might be 5.
After the nice loss by losing by 60, they need to be 1.
Well, unfortunately, we don't do hypotheticals. They only get one. They only get one loss for this tonight. So they goes one loss.
They came back in garbage time.
Hypothetically, they can get 10 losses.
We got one more time. Role models.
Yeah, it was a role model.
I already feel you. Don.
No, this is Don's topic. This is his topic.
We got time now.
We got time now.
Role models. We at 1 hour and 17 minutes. So we got
15 minutes.
You said who's our role models? Is that what it is?
Role models.
It's athletic role models, not
athletics.
Don't come on here talking about my dad is my role model. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love your dad. I know you.
I was asking if that's what our role.
I know you was about to say.
No, I know you was about to say. What the question was
in sports. Who were your athletic role models in the
like 90s, who you trying to like emulate
versus our sons? Because we all have kids. Who are our kids' role models?
I like how you explain it. Did you put the camera on yourself when you did it? Because I need you to get camera time.
Because you eating right now.
Because you eating right now. You eating. I don't know. What are you eating? Are those goldfish?
Like a motherfucker.
Are you eating cheese and
fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Throw it down.
You want me to start? So for me, when I was growing up, I actually met a lot of athletes, low key. Shout out my mom. Listen. No. Me and Roger.
My man just want to know his role.
My mom worked for Coca-Cola, and Dr. J owned Coca-Cola, right? So the two athletes that I've literally met. And I got signed autographs. Was Dr. J and Randall Cunningham, right? Those are the two guys for me, right? Dr. J, even though they probably don't know my name, but. And fuck Dr. J at this point.
I'm gonna tell you they don't know your name.
I don't know. Also, fuck Dr. J at this point because I'm gonna tell you where we're left.
He said they probably don't remember me.
Well,
they could.
Give me some shit if it's phone right now.
Side note.
They may not remember me. However,
they don't remember me, but I promise you, remember my mom was
knowing
Dr.
your mom's name. And
that's what I said. That's what I said.
Two different things.
My mom
said none of it.
My mom was Dr. J's executive.
But we saw how you just tried to slide yourself in there and made it seem like we are killing your hypothetical again.
We talking about our role models.
You have yet to get to your role models. You keep telling us
I just told you my two was.
Motherfucker was the one fact of bring your kid to school, bring your kid to work day. He's like, Dr. J and me were kind of close. He may not remember. I look different. I look way different than I saw him last time.
So there was no fact checking.
I look way different than he saw me last time.
Dr. J with my two. Because I met them and they actually spoke to me, and like my dad loved them too. My dad, even though my dad's out there, but my dad loved both. My dad's a Sixers fan and he's a whoever is winning the NFL fan.
So he's an Eagles fan right now. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah, he
because the Eagles are the winners right now.
Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you my dad?
No, wait, does that have anything to do with the topic? That
Yes, it actually does. What he just said. My dad's an Eagles fan right now, right? So my dad was when I was growing up. It was me and my brothers were all 49ers fans. My dad was the most diehard Cowboys fan. I pulled up at my family's Super Bowl celebration. My dad had Jalen Hurts on you. I said, "This is wild to me. This is wild to me because I don't even know how to conscious this. Like, I don't even know how."
It's our generation that started that. This my team, my only team.
It could be.
My dad was like that.
I don't know.
No, I was going to disagree with you, but I didn't want to be rude and make it seem like I'm.
But I do say,
are you still telling us your role models?
Yeah, I love this story. I love this topic. This is a good topic.
I know, but like I feel like Ryan was.
Listen, I'm fresh out of role models at this point. I mean, nobody
too.
My mom wasn't nobody's motherfucker.
I wasn't Dr. J's accountant.
Nah, man.
Wait till you hear my story. It's gonna be true, but it's gonna sound like I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
So,
Monsters at Midway, bro.
You never talked about your son's role models.
Oh, so my son right now, which is weird. LaMelo Ball is his guy. That's his guy. Mm-hmm. We had a conversation because we was like the hands in the debate class, and they was like, "Yo, present who's your best basketball player." So I'm like, "Oh, he gonna probably throw LeBron or Steph out." LaMelo Ball is the guy. I'm gonna explain to you why. I was like, I said, "Oh God," and we talk about it all the time. So that's my son's is LaMelo Ball. His favorite NBA NFL player is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my role model growing up. This before I knew all the things was Michael Irvin and motherfucking Charles Barkley. Like I just thought they was like Michael Irvin was just he was a Dallas Cowboy and I just thought they was the shit. And then fucking Barkley because I just felt like he had a personality of like like not give a fuck kind of guy like and like I'm great and like this is what I do and then I'm also out here when I see people and like I'm me 100% of the time. So that was it. I met Donovan McNabb once. He gave me an autograph, and I was like, "Nah, dog, pass on that."
You didn't say that. I don't feel like you said that. I would have took the autograph.
I didn't take it.
No,
did not take it.
Jerry,
I can see Ryan saying something.
Did not take it. I didn't say pass on that. I was just like, "Oh, that's cool," and I threw it away before we left.
Jerry, where you at with it?
Oh, so when I was little, right, my dad used to work at the fucking.
You work at Coca-Cola?
He worked at Wells Fargo, right? No cap. My dad worked at Wells Fargo when I was younger. So he used to work in the players' parking lot. So he would have he got developed relationships with the dudes because he would see them all the time. Yada yada. So one time Dr. J rolled up into the parking lot and he said what's up to my dad. And I thought that was the coolest shit ever because he called my dad out by his name or whatever. Now, probably won't remember my dad right now to this day, right? Nor does he remember me. However, I would say
he may.
Hey,
Who's to
if
say?
he has a flashback to this little kid that was in the booth when he said, "Hey, John, how's it going?" Hey, maybe he does.
Maybe he
remember
does.
that. Maybe he does.
That was me,
remember
nigga.
who that person was. But
But Jerry was laughing.
my role models my role models were Charles Barkley and probably Randall Cunningham. I mean I had a box like Randall.
I
Like
wanted to be a quarter. I wanted to be Randall.
but you didn't want to be Eagles fan. That's crazy.
I like. I was a 49ers fan, but I love black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you, team to get a black quarterback?
We had a couple. They were trash, but we had a couple.
Y'all raced.
So side note. I wish Chris was here.
One didn't happen.
I wish Chris was here so he could verify this story. Right?
We got another Dr.
You know,
J
we tell a
story.
story, Dr. J story, bro.
So we basically he heard my Dr. J story. Said, "Oh, you got a story? Fuck that, nigga. I got two stories."
The reason I met Don McNabb, my dad was a regional salesman for Singular Wireless, and he was selling them all that shit.
Hey, Chris,
and that's when I met him.
if you listen to the podcast, I need you to chime in, bro. So,
I got to do
peep
mine.
game. We are stepping at.
Please, you should do yours now
we are
because I don't want to
stepping-
hear another.
This is the last story. We are stepping at the ESPYs, right?
Okay.
We
just
stepping
stepping at the ESPYs, so
we
that-
stepping at the
that's fair.
ESPYs, right? We're stepping at the ESPYs now.
Dr. J said, "Oh shit, is that her?"
No, that ain't what he said. That ain't what he said. I'm gonna tell you what he said. I'm gonna tell you what he said, Jerry. Listen. So he said. So Dr. J's daughter.
Oh shit!
Side note.
Jerry, he was like,
I know that young.
Side note. Dr. J's daughter.
Hit my nigga
God,
right there.
Finish the story or no? Dr. J's daughter is a sweetheart. All right, go ahead. Please. Chris even told this. Yeah, I can tell the story. The Chris can validate the story.
"Oh my god!"
So Dr. J's daughter is a sweetheart. We step at the ESPYs, bro. We are in the suite with Jalen, bro. Listen, this is probably my fame of my life, right? We all in Michigan. We all Michigan, right?
on his phone. He looked at me.
So he said,
Oh
so,
shit,
so
that's her.
she comes in, and we telling stories, and she said, "Yo, I'm a Cavs sweetheart." So we was like, "Oh shit," me and Chris like, "Oh shit, we Cavs." We your dad at because that's my nigga. I love him to death, right? 100%. This is a true story, bro.
She said to your phone,
Bro, this is a true story. So he's like, "Yo, he in the lobby, he in the VIP in the lobby." He's like, "Yo, I gotta go get an autograph." Me and Chris like, we gotta go get an autograph. Me, Chris, and Dash,
Okay.
right? So we walk to the lobby. She enters. She's like, "Dad." She hits me with the dad. These my frat brothers. They from Philly. They love you. They want an autograph. He did this.
Drummond.
I'm like, "Yo, bro.
So
You remember my mom? You remember my mom?" I said, Ask Chris. This is exactly how the story went. I was like, "Yo,
Drummond?
for real? Damn."
So,
I'm like,
time out, bro. So if I'm
he hit me with this.
now, I'm not the smartest person on this planet, but I'm going to go off a limb and say, what year was the ESPYs?
This was
Like 2014.
probably 2020.
Okay,
No, probably like 12 or
it's cool. Hey, we'll say it's 14.
Yeah.
If he didn't remember you in 14, he's definitely not remembering you in 24.
No. It wasn't about remember me. It was about your daughter introduced you.
Oh no,
And you was like,
I'm bringing this full circle to when you said, "Yo,
He probably doesn't.
might-
Definitely doesn't.
I
If you're probably this is definitely
This year.
I wish Chris was gonna say he
Listen,
took a
bro,
picture
bro.
and post on the gram and
I
tag
wish Chris was here.
you. My nigga
'Cause
heard
Chris
right
was-
here.
Chris was madder than me. Chris was like, "What? Fuck this nigga, man. Fuck this nigga. We out here. We all came out of LA. We out in LA. We the only Philly fans out here."
Y'all ever get mad at a nigga for being like, "Oh, that's what's up"?
If your daughter, if Haven said, "Yo, Dad," I'm on top.
I'm dead serious. Yeah.
If Haven was like, "Dad,
These my frat brothers.
these my frat brothers,
Hey, hold on, am I
and they
doctor-
love you.
am-
They
am I-
grew up in your
am I
hometown."
dying?
These motherfuckers
Put it
be-
in perspective.
and people say this to me a million
Oh, no,
times.
he was definitely in the mix. He was definitely in the mix, bro.
You can hear your daughter though.
If she did that so nonchalantly with y'all, she's done that
Young
8 million times.
It's probably
These niggas thought they was special.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo, we capped. Right?
Well, I used to work
Meals
with 'em.
come over like, "Oh, we got some." No, this found it.
He hit me with you, bro. That shit was crazy. I was like, you know what? I don't even fuck with this nigga no more. But hindsight, we went to Dougie Fresh Week. That shit was popping. I ain't gonna lie. And it was a great time. It was a great moment.
All right, let me tell you mine before we go.
Give me yours.
Yeah,
All right.
you have a Dr. J story also.
Yeah.
You got Dr. J story? Fuck yeah! This nigga Dr. J
With all these stories y'all told, I wasn't even gonna say that. But mine is right along the same line.
He fleed you, right?
So my dad was the warden of Greaterford Prison.
Okay.
For 14 years. So celebrities used to come
Sure,
through
can't stop that.
and tour the prison.
Okay.
So Randall Cunningham come. He knew he was coming, so he took me up there. So I'm up there with him. So he toured the facility, whatever. He then says at the end of the tour, like, yo, y'all was very hospitable. Here's some tickets to you and your family to come on my show. So I'm like, all right, go on the show. I sit, I busted up with him. He let me sit in the interview chair. He gives me a question to ask live. I still got it on.
Did he tell you to ask Dr. J?
Why you gonna do me like that, Jared?
Do you know?
Yo, so I asked the question.
You remember what the question was?
I'm sorry.
It's something about the NFC. I have the VHS thing. He then gives me a coat.
Okay.
This coat that he gave me is what I wore to both Super Bowl parades.
The Letterman
Randall
jacket.
Cunningham.
I saw that, John. That's
He
fact.
gave you that coat?
Yeah.
You should have probably
So
sold
that's-
that.
That's why.
Randall Cunningham is stand-up dude, though. He never fleed me like Dr. J did.
And so the reason I wanted to.
I got comic books talking about Randall
The
Cunningham.
reason I wanted to
Upstairs.
pick this topic is because my son,
Mm-hmm.
his role model right now is Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? He's an upstanding dude, clean cut guy, stays out of trouble.
He's a winner.
He's
Also,
a winner.
I think Romans is probably like Curry,
I
Justin Jefferson,
so
and like or Ja.
But do you
Like
see
it's like
how
Curry or
now
Ja. Like
our son's role models are more role model worthy.
no,
Like I was thinking somebody was going to say Ron Artest. Like it was. Like,
I feel like I feel like back in the day, like Dr. J.
Ron Artest is their role model.
I want to be meta.
My bad, y'all. Like,
Randall
can't go
Like
with
you
these
said
I wanna
Charles
be meta
Barkley.
world
But wait, you didn't say Ron Artest, but you said Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley
Well,
had a little
so-
edge to him back.
That's
then.
because Jerv got some little edge to it.
Time out.
Jerv knew what he was.
That's what I'm saying.
Edge is edge. Also, Charles Barkley was literally a top like 5 type
Yeah,
thing
he
in the
was.
league. You don't really have a number 30 type ball in the league be like. And
John
then
Morant.
Randall was
John
was
Morant
the
is
guy.
not 30 in the league. John
No,
Morant.
I'm saying
Yeah.
John Morant
Randall-
is really good, but he has an edge to him where he's
So-
got like a bad boy side, and you really don't.
So a lot of people do like John
looking
Morant.
at
That's
him
weird.
as a role model.
I'm not arguing with John Morant. I
A
get
lot of
that.
people like, but for me, I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, it was I played low key. I wasn't great at it, but I played quarterback, and I wanted to be Randall Cunningham. That's what I wanted to be.
Mhm.
I wanted to be a black quarterback.
So
That,
Dr. J is looking
no,
Sure.
I can't.
Jerv, I'm gonna need you to stop because I can't stop, and I've been trying really hard.
Randall was mad. I actually look. Listen, after this show goes, I'm gonna go upstairs. I have
That's number.
no. Randall Cunningham gave me. I have a Randall Cunningham. Y'all remember Monsters of Midway?
Yeah, I remember this shit.
So I have all the autograph joints. Randall Cunningham gave it to me.
After he signed the joint.
Or no, he probably don't know me.
Did he tell you to tell Dr. J? I said, what's up?
Here's the thing.
Randall said,
Also,
"Yo, you the boy that was with Dr. J."
side note. It's a bigger picture. Why
Was
I
that you?
also say fuck Dr. J is because my mom worked for Coca-Cola, and when he sold it, my mom got laid off. Fuck Dr. J.
Okay, I feel like this show shit. I feel like we should.
I appreciate y'all joining, man. You know what it is. Wing Wizard Sports. Whenever Don decides to log us on, when Don decides to log us on, man.
Next week, Dr. J.
Hey, man.
Dr. J gonna be here next week, y'all.
He might pull up.
Let's get it.
He might pull up. And I will tell him to his face, like, nigga, I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah.